All right, so now we're going to model something. So I'm just going to introduce that. So I'm going to set the C-plane first. I want to be able to draw given this direction. So I've just set that to be that surface. I'm going to start just kind of drawing. Make sure my object snaps are on. All right, that worked. Okay, so I don't know. Just gonna start to do a few things. Oh, lost it. No, it is there. Okay, so it must have been the back of the plane. I may want to make sure that that is all coplanar, so I'm just going to project that to the C-plane. Delete input, yes. Okay. So now I have that curve. I'm going to turn on my gimbal and move that, say, 2 feet in. Sure. Okay, I'm just going to copy that a few times. So maybe I want to have control over this kind of near or kind of right at the each column. So let's just do that. So I'm just going to pick the midpoint of each of these columns. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead and move them all away from the wall. So I'm just going to lock this stuff in. So I can't touch it. And move it away from the wall, say, I don't know, 2 feet. You guys don't need to be doing this, but I think it's just better that you understand kind of what I'm getting at while I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna walk you through my steps. You can just sit back and relax. I'm just modifying some of these curves just a little bit, these middle curves, so that we get something a little irregular, which is kind of the point. Because if it was straight, simple, I'd just model in Revit. So this is something that's going to be a little bit more complex. So I've got these things, these curves. I think I'm going to have it end there for now, and I'm going to now loft between them and just do the normals. That's cool. Let's see what that looks like. It's not really wacky enough. I don't know if you've done this before, but we're going to teach you a new command. If I hit record history, when I loft, say OK, what that should do, and we'll test it out, is it's recorded that command did that thing. And you can see that because those curves are related to this loft, it's actually adjusting your surface. So it's a little bit like Rhino. Now, there's a limit to how well that works, and you'll find that you break the recorded history kind of pretty easily. So use it, but know that you might lose it. So okay, that looks kind of pretty interesting. I don't know exactly what it's for, but sure. So at this point, now we're ready to go back into Revit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to save this. It all depends on like what you're needing out of this to know how you want to save it. But since I just need a surface, that's all my reference is going to be. I'm going to export it, export selected, and I'm going to going to export it as an SAT. So that one right there. We should find a good place for it. And let's call it custom surface. Okay, default's fine. And let's go back into Revit. And at this point, what we're going to do is going to go to architecture, and we're going to do a model. Let's in place mass. Save the project. And in this, we'll be able to link the CAD. So we need to go to SAT. Realize that we didn't put it in that folder. So we go to OneDrive. Okay. You do need to know where the level you want to put it on, but that's fine. It's going to detect the units. That's fine. They should be in good shape. And so now we see that form come in. So that's awesome. We'll finish the mass. So that's how you get from Rhino to Revit.